Hello everyone, Bobster1984 back again, and tonight we're going to do a preview video for Newcastle United versus Stoke tomorrow. So, obviously this is the first game back after last week, the derby. I think a lot of people are just, gradually getting over it. Obviously all of the disappointment and, anger towards the referee and all that sort of stuff. All of that's kind of been vindicated a little bit with Colaccini's red card rightly getting rescinded. So I think a lot of people are now just looking forward to hopefully Newcastle putting in a performance to get us back on track against Stoke. So I think, obviously apart from callback, I think the team should be the same. And for me to say a Newcastle team should be the same in a team that includes Czech Tiote is really saying something. Now, I'm not his biggest fan, never have been. A lot of people are still wanking him off because he scored a goal against Arsenal in the 4-4 in that brilliant comeback. Sorry, but a footballer needs to do more than score a goal for me to go a bit wild over them, So, anyway, on the subject of him, I do believe the team needs to say the same, and I'm saying that purely because of the first half performance against Sunderland. I think at home, that classic analogy of the crowd suck the ball in. Hopefully that'll happen if we play with the same intensity, with the same team. Obviously minus callback, and it'll probably just come straight in. We should have enough to beat Stoke. However, Stoke a very good side in terms of the signings they've made since Hughes has been there. I'm not one of Hughes' biggest fans. I think he's a bit of a wanker, but he's doing the job. I think some of the signings that he's made since he's been there, especially Bojan and Shaqiri and Sheridan Shaqiri, are absolutely brilliant signings for a club like Stoke, who are, let's face it, probably about the same standard as Newcastle at the minute. And I'm not saying that negatively in terms of putting Newcastle down or putting Stoke down. I think we're both probably about the same, in the same boat at the minute, and I don't think a lot of people can disagree with that. But at the minute, I think based on how well we played against Norwich at home and how well we played away to the scum last week, in the first half and in the second half when we were down to 10 men, we should have enough, especially being at home, to beat them. So I do think the team will be the same. I think Elliott, I know he's conceded goals in his games he's been in, but I can't really blame him, to be honest, with any of the goals against Sunderland. And the goals that Norwich scored weren't exactly his fault. So Elliott stays. Obviously, I think that's a given. The back four will be the same now, with Colaccini definitely playing. Although Mbabu is back, I wouldn't be disappointed if he got a chance. But Dummett, he's never. A lot of people seem to get on Dummett's back, but for me, he's all right. He's not great. He's not world class. He's not going to be, the best left back in the world, but he'll do a job, and he's a local lad, so he's all right. I think he's better than Haidara anyway. Obviously, Mbembe and Colaccini will be in the middle, and obviously, Janmat, I think he's pretty much, got that position for life if he wanted it, at right back. Obviously, in midfield, I think it's going to be Tiote and Anita because of Colback's 6-week layoff. Another point as well, I didn't mention that in my video against Sunderland. What a fucking disgrace. How the hell did Cattermole not get one booking in that game? The bloke is an animal, man. He's not even a footballer, he's a fucking wanker. Anyway, that's a different story. And I do think, obviously, Sissoko will play up front. I do hope it's going to be Perez and Mitrovic again. And obviously, Wijnaldum will obviously operate on the left, but I think he's more of a left come in the centre kind of player. Exactly how I would envision him playing anyway, with obviously the goals he scored in Holland last year. But it's the time for us to put the derby behind us. It's all finished. I know the Mackems are going to continue going on about it until the next 54 years, but let them wank over it, because I'm sorry, but their team, if they play like they did last week, bar scoring 3 goals, are in trouble. I'm not saying that we're not in trouble, but at least we're showing signs of life. We're not just the bit of meat on the carcass that's waiting to come off the fucking bone like Sunderland are. You know, and they're playing Everton away this weekend. And then I know they've won the last 2 at Everton, but they don't normally have a good record, so hopefully Everton could do a favour there. Anyway, I'm not talking about Sunderland anymore because I've had enough of hearing the fuckers this week. This is purely a prediction and a preview for tomorrow's game against Stoke, as I say, and I'm going to stick my neck out and say Newcastle are going to win it quite comfortably, either 2-0 or 3-1. And I'm actually, yes, I am saying Newcastle are going to keep a clean sheet. So I'm sticking my neck out. I'm not going to sit on the fence for this one. So if you like the video, give us some likes, subscribe to the video, because obviously there's going to be a lot more content in terms of these 4 for the season. I am in the middle of doing some more FIFA videos as well if you are interested. So if you want us to do anything more, give us some comments in the comment box, and I'll see you later.